right. This is the last game that I have sent to me to cast. Currently, I'm sure more will come later. I had 7 total to cast, so there'll be 7 coming to YouTube very shortly. Not going to upload them all at once. Also, my internet still sucks until I get back to Florida. In the blue, we have, once again, Bobby Truck playing as the Spanish. And Bobby is from New Zealand. And in the green, we have Beto Brazil playing as the Franks. And guess what? Yeah, you guessed it. He's from Brazil. Alright, so this map is Arena. And the fun thing about this map, as I speed it up a little bit, is you have 2 civs playing to their strengths. The Franks have an insanely strong castle drop because they get discounted castles. I think it's 550 stone for a castle drop. As blue opens this up a little bit and lures his boar. And the Spanish have a ton of things they can do between conks and getting out knights, and if they want to do the Spanish villager supremacy route. So, in this particular map, without saying too much, Bobby, I've casted 2 of his games before where he went into the supremacy, Spanish villager supremacy strat, and he is going to do it again. But I want you to see just how well it works against the Franks with their castle drop. And I want you to see just how pressured he was, because green really turns up the heat in this game. It's a pretty good matchup, and I think you'll enjoy seeing just how well green does and just how well blue hangs in there and the comeback. I guess I gave it away after all, but whatever. Enjoy it. And green is not going to mill his deer. He's not going to push his deer. He's just going to shoot him away from the TC and carry it. Alright. Is what it is. At least he's collecting the deer. A lot of people don't even do that. And the villager count is 25 to 25. Both players are on their way to feudal, seconds apart. Both of them in feudal now. This is what blue can see, and this is what green can see. Pretty good scouting. And if any of you guys are wondering, I haven't really mentioned this before, I do have the small tree and the small wall mod on. A little bit easier to see when you're playing and when you're casting. I also have a grid on when I play, but for whatever reason in Capture Age it does not show up. And green is going to follow blue all the way back. And fight under the TC, responds a little too late and loses the scout. Oh well. And blue is in castle and green is in castle. And green has more than enough stone to drop a castle, 672, only needs 550. Still has 4 mining stone while he sends, let's see, 5 villagers, maybe 6. 6 villagers forward. We'll see if blue sees him. And blue sees 1. Yep, and responds by attacking the villager. Villagers do not have loom. Oh, that is risky. If you're going to do a castle drop, you might want to consider getting loom. Just saying. Lucky for green, blue doesn't have any military except for that scout. And he only saw that 1 villager. But, are you going to get loom, bro? He's queuing up more villagers. Doesn't have loom. And he cannot see what blue's doing, and blue can just barely see the castle drop. I think blue probably assumed that green had a lot more villagers, and so he did not go over there and try to get more kills, but he could have easily got some more kills. There's only 5 villagers, and they don't have loom. If I'm doing a castle drop, I'm getting loom. I'm sorry, that's just way too risky. Blue getting some house walls up here. Yeah, green getting another TC up. He is 1 villager behind. 2 now. And the castle is up. Blue has 3 TCs. And green using his villagers and a petard. It's funny seeing petards used against Bobby. And another castle. I'm telling you, these Frank TCs are Frank castles, excuse me. My brain is half dead. Are super cheap. And the second castle is coming down for green. And blue does not have any castles. He's just trying to get some houses up. Trying to delay. Does build a siege workshop. I wonder if he's thinking maybe some rams. Throwing axemen out here. A mining camp. Alright. Green falling a little behind on the villagers, 40 to 48. I keep seeing this consistently in games where Bobby Truck is being pressured by somebody. They're doing a good job getting into his base and bringing the pressure, but they're not booming enough behind it. And Bobby is able to delay and get more villagers and get a better eco. And he is buying some stone. Maybe gonna build a castle. 18 stone short. Okay, he has enough for a castle. Let's see if he's gonna drop one. Yeah, okay. Dropping a castle here. Hoping to slow down green's push. And my legs are falling asleep. Thank goodness this is the last game to cast for a while. Okay, alright, alright. Getting some more house walls up. Villagers 49 to 59. 10 in blue's favor. And it looks like blue might want to try and either protect from a castle drop here or possibly have a spot for his villagers to run away. Green is trying to get through here. The Mangonel is doing a decent job pushing them back. That's kind of a missed shot there. Did get one there. And that goes down. So you got to remember the throwing axemen do ranged melee attack, which is really good against siege. I really feel like throwing axemen aren't used as much as they should be. They're a really fun unit to use and really, really good. It's also especially fun if you're playing as Franks to fake out your opponent by building some knights, as they expect you will do as a Franks player. And green slipping some throwing axemen past here. And so when you freak them out with some knights, they start mass producing pikes a lot of times, and then you just tech into some throwing axemen, and it just cleans them up, man. Ooh, 3 villagers down. That's a decent amount of throwing axemen. Villagers now 56 to 68. Another one goes down. And Bobby's got a scorpion out. Right. Doing a good job microing with that one. Yeah, that goes down pretty quick. And the KD is 8-7 in green's favor.
Right.
11 throwing axemen and a villager is sitting here. Goes down. Some more throwing axemen coming in. Keeps getting better and better for green. 13-7 KD. Trying to either get some hits with these scorpions or lure the throwing axemen into the TC fire. Blue is still pumping out bills. 72, despite the losses compared to green's 58. Got a good hit there with Scorpion. And losing more villagers on the right side now. Oh, responds after several go down. And green clicking up to Imp. Finally getting some of these really weak throwing axemen down. Still losing a bunch of vills. Oh, that was pretty big. Still, Scorpion's going down. KD's 18-16, almost even. Green's trying to be annoying with these throwing axemen and doing a good job of it. And yeah, looks like blue is going to see this castle here in a second. Yeah, his scout responds. So he knows it's there. Well, so he knows the castle's going down there and that there's throwing axemen there. Turn around. No, 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 no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, 4, 5. 5 villagers go down. Scout and 5 villagers down to drain. And building a defensive castle. Okay. So it looks like he was trying to sneak out there with his villagers. Lost 5 of them because of it. He goes for another castle. And green is almost an imp. Blue's a minute away. And it's time for the TCs to start coming down so we can get this vill production going. 78 villagers to 70, nearly even. KD 26-24, nearly even. Score difference is about 500 in favor of green. He's got 3 castles surrounding blue's base. Blue is completely landlocked. Green getting his eco upgrades and some rams. Got 3 rams there. Kind of surprised he didn't build any trebs. Okay, he's got 1 queued up. There we go. Should have got some more trebs out there. Take on this castle. Lots of farms. 42 on food for Bobby. Capped ram upgrade coming in for green. And there it is, Supremacy. Two trebs for Bobby coming out. I don't want to out Supremacy you guys and make you bored of it, so I probably won't cast too many Supremacy games, but I feel like the ones that I've cast have been pretty good. Pretty enjoyable to watch. And this one, I feel like green did a great job pressuring. Maybe should have committed a little bit more to the pressure. If it takes getting some petards out to get through these houses, I don't care. Get some raiding units, because he made a mistake not pressuring blue's eco a little bit more. Even though the Soaring Axeman did a pretty good job. And the Rams coming in now. But these Rams aren't going to hold up too well against these Spanish villagers. One castle going down for green. Castle going down for blue. Capped Rams are strong, but Spanish Supremacy villagers are even stronger. You need some military to support your siege. One Treb versus another Treb. And blue, oh, so blue is trying to take that stone when he set those villagers out. Okay. Still has the foundations laying there. And he took out those Trebs, all three of them. Now, no upgrades on the Throwing Axeman. And it looks like this castle's probably gonna go down. As these villagers take out the Treb. Hanging on by a thread. Jeez, that was almost it. Ha! And there it goes. Okay. So, two of green castles down, one of blue's castle down, the other one's hurt pretty bad. Green's last remaining castle here getting attacked. And I feel like green should really be prioritizing stables. Get those strong Frankish knights out. No, he's getting archer armor. Why are you getting archer armor? Okay guys, if you're confused and you don't know this, I'm going to go ahead and clear this up for you. Throwing Axemen do not benefit from archer upgrades. They benefit from infantry upgrades because they are infantry with ranged melee attack. So getting the archer upgrade like green's doing here is not going to change the stats on your Throwing Axemen.
Cafe.
See? Nothing's changed. He's got two archer armor upgrades and nothing's changed. You've got to get infantry upgrades. And that is a lot of blue villagers. What is he getting? Getting conscription. Okay. And murder holes. Yeah, that's a little too late, buddy. Murder holes is not going to be enough. Got a stable out. Getting some houses out. He does have 110, 111 bills. So good on him for that. But he really needs to prioritize stables. He needs to get some knights. Hopefully, if he had the resources, paladin, or at least cavalier. Okay, cool. Got cavalier queued up. I'll put more on farms. Gotta get that food supply going. Don't really need to worry too much about castles, especially castles exposed like this. Maybe a defensive castle down here inside your base next to these houses. But a castle out here where it can easily be taken out by the villagers, And why not build these stables someplace safe? These stables are going to go down. Ooh, is it going to go down before even the cavalier? Yes, it is. That's a waste. Cavalier upgrade. Gone. If you're going to have a chance against the Spanish Supremacy / Sapper Rush, you need to build your production buildings someplace safe so you can get an army going. But by the time you build these production buildings near blue, near the Spanish player, they go down. You're going to attack an outpost? Okay, whatever. And he's... second time he tried to get Cavalier upgrade. Oh my goodness. And the second time he's trying to get conscription, too. Ah, dude. Yeah, these knights. Not enough of them and not enough upgrades. Look at that. Just eaten alive. He did get conscription this time. And is getting the second armor upgrade for his knights. But blue's like, fine. I'll just drop a TC on our castle on your face. I hate to break it to you, green, but that gold is not safe anymore. And, I mean, in the past we've seen a lot of TCs. This is actually a pretty mild TC push. Only 5 in his home base, and 2 in the center. But still, besides these trebuchets here and a couple scorpions, it's just been Vil fighting. And green, oh my gosh, green, you do not have Spanish villagers. There, and that one has a lot of stone. They are going to go down fighting castles. You cannot. You should have set your waypoint behind the castle, buddy. That was a wasted treb. As more blue villagers come in. He did get the Cavalier, yes. 3rd time's the charm. And he's just sitting all. What do you do? You're just sitting all your villagers? He's got 106 vills, but he's sending all his villagers to fight. I wonder if he realizes that blue has Spanish supremacy, or if he even knows what Spanish supremacy is. If you had built defensive castles inside of your base and a bunch of stables inside your base, you would have had a chance, because blue wasn't that strong. He is getting more TCs up now. But you are Vil fighting with regular Vils against a castle. Green, you threw this game, buddy. He's got 2 trebs up here. One goes down. You kind of got the right idea as far as the Cavalier, but the only way you're going to be able to keep producing Cavalier is if you have farmers. You only got 21 on food and only have 74 villagers now compared to 148 for blue, because you decide to kill off half your villagers attacking a castle. And you think about Frankish Cav, they're so strong. They're so tanky. But they're fighting against Spanish Vils. And blue wisely getting some barracks out here. Yeah, queuing up some halberdiers. If this game went on a little longer and green had actually been able to get his numbers up, the halves would definitely be the right choice. And the blue wave, it's in. He's building a castle with 3 villagers. He could easily just attack some of these farms, honestly, and drop a castle on his TC. He's gonna take out the production buildings. Green adding in a scout. Production buildings going down. Just a steady stream of villagers. 168, 170. Just things melting. TC goes down. Defensive castle's going to be going down soon. Even adding in some conks. Alright. Conquistadors. Green still has 91 villagers, but he has no base, no map control. Has a little sneaky base up here, but blue's about to find that. Yeah.
See?
If he moves up a little bit higher, he'll see that. Green going for some farms. Yeah. Imagine that when you throw away 20, 30 people, mostly farmers. You need food. Rebuilding his starting TC. Okay. I think prioritizing back here where it's safe might be better. Blue building outposts so you can see what's going on. Sees that TC. Will he deny this TC? Maybe. No, he will not. And the Halbs are coming in now. Though green doesn't really have any Cavalier. And the GG. So there you go, guys. This is how you can be pressured hard. Lose probably a third of your base space. And have nothing outside of your base at all. And if you're Spanish, you can turtle. And get Supremacy and make a hell of a comeback. He says, nice strategy. I love it when people talk nice and they're just wholesome. So much better than whenever, someone beats you and they're like, GG, too easy. Oh, get out of here. But even funnier than that is I've had a couple of people where I've won and maybe I haven't said anything yet or I say GG or whatever and they're like, oh, you're such a stupid noob and everything. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to call somebody a noob and that noob just beats you, what does that make you? Just something to think about. And until next time, guys. Catch you later.